Hey everybody, Nick again. I got a little bit of a ranking video today, and it's a little bit of a unique ranking video. It's one that I haven't seen too often, if at all. There's probably some out there, but nothing that I've seen. And I'm going to rank the ways Michael Myers was defeated in all of the movies. A couple quick disclaimers. This isn't going to be the exact ending of the movies. It's going to be how Michael was defeated. And I'll get into that a little bit too. And just for continuity's sake, I'm not going to be talking about Rob Zombie films. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not a big fan of those, although they do have some redeeming qualities. It's just not my style. So there are 8 movies in the original series featuring Michael Myers. Obviously, he's not in Halloween 3. I know he's on the TV in the bar, but we're not counting that. So let's get right into it. Number 8 is going to be Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Now, no matter which cut of this movie you choose for this ranking, they both suck. So you either have he is stopped by Paul Rudd beating him with a pipe, or magic stones. Fucking lame both ways. I personally like the lead pipe way better. But yeah, they both suck. So let's move on. At number 7 is going to be Halloween Resurrection. The fact that this isn't last is crazy. It shows you how much I hate the Halloween 6 endings. But he's defeated by Busta Rhymes doing kung fu and electrocuting him. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That sounds like some type of fan fiction of someone with some crazy issues or something like that. There's no way it should be in a Halloween movie, but it is, and it's towards the bottom of the list, obviously. So that's number 7. At number 6 is going to be Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, keep in mind what I said at the beginning. This is not the ending of the movie, it's just how Michael was defeated. So if we are ranking the endings of the movies, this would obviously be, if not at the top, towards the top, with Jamie stabbing her stepmother. But this is how Michael was defeated, and he was shot a bunch of times and fell into a mine shaft. Kind of cool looking, but not my favorite of the series. So it's at number 6. Number 5 is going to be the most recent one we've seen, Halloween 2018. The twist where it ended up being a trap was kind of cool. But, Michael's locked in the basement. You got the cool shot of him with the bars standing there as flames go around him. Cool visual. I thought it could have been a better defeat of him, but it's kind of in the middle of the pack, so it's at number 5 for me. At number 4, might be a little bit of a surprise, but it is going to be Halloween 5. I'm not taking into effect the shot of Michael sitting there in a jail cell playing with his chains hunched over. Otherwise, this would be so far from last, it's not even crazy. This is just how he was defeated, and this is mostly just because of the visual of Loomis shooting him with a tranq gun, dropping the big chain net, I guess you would call it, on him, and beating him with a beating him to a pulp with a 2x4 until, he collapses. And just that great visual of Loomis lying on top of Myers' body, and Loomis has got blood all over him and shit. It's a pretty cool visual. So yeah, it's at number 4 for me. Coming in at number 3, shocker alert, this is going to be the OG Halloween 1978. Once again, not taking into effect the ending of the movie, where Loomis looks over the balcony and sees he's gone. Otherwise, this would be number 1 for me. But it's just, Loomis entering the house, shooting Michael 6 times, or 7, depending on what version you're watching. Beginning of Halloween 2. But anyway, Loomis enters the house, shoots him, looks like in the face or chest area, enters the bedroom. Michael's standing there in the dark. He shoots him 5 more times. Awesome way to defeat him. You might ask, why is Halloween 4 lower when Michael also was shot? It's just the way the movies are. By that time, Michael had already been through so much. They had to, just pump a bunch of lead into him. And at this point in the original Halloween, we'd seen him stabbed and all kinds of different shit poked in the eye, and he just keeps coming back. but Loomis comes to the rescue with the 6 bullets. For now, saves the day. So that's why it's at number 3 for me. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Halloween H2O. I have so many issues with this movie, it's not even funny, but the ending is not one of them. Laurie chopping Michael's head off is one of the greatest defeats of Michael Myers, one of the greatest endings of a franchise at the time. Endings, I should say, that we've ever seen. It's just awesome, and yes, I know going back through Resurrection, it was a paramedic, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. It was Michael in that movie. It was Michael. She chopped his head off. Very cool ending. I remember seeing that in the theaters. I was probably 15, maybe 15 and a half or so. And just like my jaw dropping, like, whoa. It's one of those things where people always said, with these horror villains at the time, why don't they just chop his fucking head off? Well, they did. And it was pretty sweet. So it's at number 2. But coming in at number 1 is my favorite sequel, Halloween 2 from 1981. Just the way how epic this defeat of Michael was, just the grandiose scale of everything. In the hospital, Michael's coming, they're trapped in a room. Laurie shoots him in both eyes, he's blinded. Loomis, who had been stabbed, starts making a distraction. They're turning stuff on, pulling stuff off the wall, filling the room with gas. Laurie enters, and the famous line, "It's time, Michael." And the whole fucking hospital, or most of the hospital, blows up. And then the epicness of Michael walking out of the room on fire before he collapses, and you see the mask just burning. Awesome fucking ending. Awesome defeat of Michael Myers. If there was never a sequel, if Halloween 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all that didn't exist, I think this would have been the perfect way to end Michael. That's how Carpenter wanted to do it, since he was roped into a second movie. So yeah, it's my favorite. Let me know what your favorite defeats of Michael are. I'm very curious. I love all the chatter we get in the comments section. One of the cool things about this community is how we can disagree on things but see other point of views. And don't be afraid to subscribe. Thanks.